Here's an endgame tip for you. There's different areas that we want to control in an endgame, and usually it's Europe making a stack somewhere, like in Belarusia, kind of trying to pin a stack next to a stack and not allowing them to move. So Europe is one area that's important. We have the Pacific, that's another area that can be somewhat important. But I'd say after Europe is the Med and Africa, consequently after that. The Med and Africa pretty much go hand in hand because you can target. But the Med is usually vastly underrated. So when you're going for an end game, it's important that you own Italy, obviously. If not, there's going to be some huge problems there. And as it doesn't really matter if you own it with UK or US, UK might actually be a better production slot. It's pretty close. Either one is good. Because if Germany is owned by US and you got factory in Norway, if you build another factory somewhere, like I've done, then UK's got some extra money and needs another production slot. So you can make fighters and then fighter a turn or two fighters a turn, and then when you're ready, bring your US fleet, which sadly I don't have much of. But it's okay. I got a big UK Navy, and then you can do 3 carriers and drop 6 fighters on those 3 carriers, and then in addition to any U.S. Navy you have, and even if that person has a lot of air here, you can work your way up to building that Navy. And I think a Navy in an end game is imperative, unless your opponent's just making mistakes and you're able just to hard push through Europe or something. But most games in an end game, I keep wanting to say KJF, in an end game, you're stacking one of these territories, just trying to neutralize Axis from moving up, or they're trying to neutralize, allies from moving up. So it's kind of a stalemate in this area. And the way you break that stalemate is you keep pumping those troops, but then with UK or a secondary country, which you're not going to have Russia anymore, so it's got to be UK for the most part, you're going to drop a fleet and use Italy to help you. You can even use France or build an industrial complex in maybe Southern Europe as US or UK, and also drop a couple more ships in addition to the 3 slots you have. Once you can control the Med and you've got this stalemated, it really makes allies' life a lot easier in an endgame. And then you're able to ping and hit and threaten different areas. Like I took back this from Japan, Transjordan, Egypt, and you're able to come in, maybe hit Ukraine if it's not too dead zoned. However, Japan can build 4 in here, but if you have a big enough navy, it doesn't matter what they build. You can dead zone it with a destroyer, kill anything they might try to drop in the Caucasus. Now, if you're out here in Sea Zone 13, they might be able to build some subs and dead zone Sea Zone 15 or so. So it's important that you can get your allied fleet going in the Med.